Hello and welcome to round 10 of the 2013 UF1R Trackmania Championship. I'm Ed, driver for Mauricia, and I'll be your commentator today. So we're riding on board with my best lap at the Monaco street circuit. Important to get a good run out of the final corner, Anthony Nodes on to start finish. Move to the left approaching Sandoval, little lift here but it's all good as we go uphill. Brake as we get to the top to make sure we don't fly off, keep it nice and tight to the left before we flick out to the right. Up in the air, but it's okay, we don't hit the barrier. Also lift at Mirabeau to make sure we don't fall off. Now into the Lowe's hairpin, keep it tight, nice to the inside, very confident. I don't think we hit the wall. Approaching the tunnel, just keep the line nice and tidy, a lot of confidence there and on the throttle. Keep it nice and tight on the inside as we approach the chicane. Watch this, full commitment. We're inch close to the wall, but we never touch it. Building speed through to back and very close to the wall once again. Straight and narrow as we approach Raskas. Brakes slightly late, makes a little bit of a mistake there as he goes offline. Keep it together now for Anthony Knows. Get on the throttle as early as possible and stay out the barriers. Just threading between them to set a 51.11. Third fastest in practice. As ever, Doof Doof's Toro Rosso was the first away, followed by Cyrus's Mauricio 2 minutes 30 down the road. Chidge and championship contender Rossa started at the same time to begin what was to be a fascinating duel throughout the race. The two Aussies were evenly matched and changed positions several times throughout the course of the event. With Cast just 15 seconds down on them, could he gain any ground? Chidge's Ferrari already beginning to pull a gap out. Oh, but he's hit the wall! I think Rossa's going to get by there, yes he does! Chidge's much quicker than Rossa at this stage of the race and is starting to close back up on him. But Rossa pushes too hard and hits the wall, letting Chidge back through. Meanwhile, Bob in the lone Caterham begins his race, while Rossa desperately tries to defend position from Chidge, but it's too late, I think he's got by. Then comes Nitrous in the first of the Red Bulls at 6 minutes 20, Demish and the McLaren at 6 minutes 30, then Roscoe and Raiden both starting at 6 minutes 40. They were also to have a duel during the race, but it didn't have as many position changes as that of Chidge and Rossa. Getting lower down the field to the faster drivers, Skoda started at 6 minutes 50, and Rossa starting to challenge the Raiden's Red Bull already. Rossa but desperately looking for any hole in Raiden's defence. He goes a little wide here at the hairpin. Going through to Portier, he gets a much better line and starts to get a little bit of a run on him. He's inching ever closer through the tunnel. Can he make a move at the chicane? Yes he can. Joel goes a bit wide. Just behind on track, the Chidge-Rossa battle is still going. Oh, I think Ben's really under pressure here. Rossa with a stronger exit speed, he sweeps in front, but only just through the swimming pool. Yeah, but Ben's still in contention in this, the battle for what is currently third place, but it may become second if Doof Doof drops. He tries down the inside, he's compromised it. And at this point the championship leader comes out. He's 15 points ahead of Rossa going into this race ball, but he's about 4 minutes out. Oh, and speaking of Rossa, there he is now, made another mistake, let Chidge through Mirabeau. And we're riding on with Roy Boy now, he's just left with Sammy just in front, and Moji is just behind him out of this camera shot. And it looks like they've got a lot of ground to make up during this race, where it's notoriously hard to pump. And Cast already is making great strides on Rossa. Oh, he's hit the exit of Sandoval, and oh, he sweeps through. So he's dispatched Rossa, but that's not enough for him. He wants to have a go at Chidge in the Ferrari. It's the battle for third place, I remind you. Chidge solid through. Oh no, I think he's hit the exit slightly. Because Cast gains a little bit here. Oh, up they go through Beau Rivage into Casino. Approaching Mirabeau. Oh look, he's just gaining ground inch by inch. And Chidge goes wide into the hairpin. I think Cast's going to get a great run on him going into Portier. Look, he gets the line spot on. Gaining. Can he make a move into the chicane like Roscoe did earlier? And he's right alongside. But he just gets much better traction on the exit there and he sweeps away. Here's the pit stop phase. Roscoe and Sammy desperately trying to jump Raiden and Edster respectively in their battles, but Edster stays ahead of Sammy. Oh, and it looks like Rosa is pressuring Bennett once again. So they go through last cast. Oh, and Rosa brakes, but Ben doesn't. I think he's trying to save the brakes. Well, it's a physically demanding circuit to drive, but he's lost the place. And look at this unique feature at the top of Casino, the amount of air the cars get. In fact, I think Rosa's maybe got a bit too much air because Ben has closed right up again. Going for a mirror, but oh, a little bit untidy. Ah, and he's slid wide, way too deep into the hairpin. Ben back through. So looking back ahead to the front of the field, Cyrus and Doof Doof. Cyrus has caught up to Doof Doof, and they're now disputing the lead of the race at the moment. Expect Doof Doof to fall down the order, but how long can he stay ahead of Cyrus? The big constructor's point, Toro Rosso are very far down there, so he needs to get as high up the field as he can. Sad to say, it is notoriously easy to force a mistake from Doof Doof. And sure enough, he hits the wall and sacrifices the lead to Marussia. In 8th and 9th place, Raiden and Roscoe. Roscoe leading. Ah, but he hits the exit of Anthony Nerds, and look, he's got past. And he's two much more experienced drivers. I don't think Joel will be passed by Dion again very easily. Oh, here's Rossi, he's made a mistake. And all the ground he's gained on Ben is going to be lost immediately. Oh, there he goes through. And lower down the battle for 12th place, but I think this is the battle we want to see between two of the top drivers in the team, Sammy and Edster. Sammy gaining on Edster, who's 15 points ahead of Rosa, but his championship lead is in serious danger here. Sammy, a big team player for Lotus, and remember he's got prodigious pace and speed around here, as he's proved by winning here 4 times in the past. He pulls out to the left very early, trying to get the best apex. Oh, I think Edward was a bit short through there. But I don't think Edster's going to take this sitting down. Look, he sticks to his guns, he sticks to the inside, he sweeps a wrap back in. So aggressive from Edster. I think he's really desperate at this point. He's kitting behind for over a dozen laps, but how much longer can he hold on? Sammy Agai races with his head and not his right foot. Look, here we go, he accelerates at just the right moment. He's got a great run. I think Edster pulls out to the left. I think he knows that it was only a matter of time, and Sammy looks to have got the jump on him. Can he fight back at all? Through to back? Nah, he backs off. He's afraid of hitting the swimming pool. Neds tries a desperate late out-braking manoeuvre into Raskas, but Sammy's got the better line. And Sammy blocking his view into Antonio's. He brakes too hard. He's on the paint. Sammy gets through. And Ben clips the inside of the chicane, and I think that's going to give it back to Rosa. It's going to make Ed's day even worse. But Ben isn't giving up. He's closing back on Rosa. Oh, and he gets revenge. He pulls the move exactly where Rosa outsmarted him a couple of laps earlier. And this is Nitrous closing up on Brob. You may remember Gray in the other Caton was also in the championship hub, but unable to make the race this weekend. His teammates got more urgent problems as Nitrous has a good run on him, trying to take 6th place. And Bob goes too deep into Sandoval. Nitrous has just enough room to get ahead, as Sammy comes through to unlap both of them. Then Chris hits the entrance of the tunnel. All that hard work for nothing as Bob back through. And Nitrous really needs to get a move on. Red Bull, remember, in a fight with Toro Rosso for 5th place in the championship. Caterham not enjoying this at all on the pit wall. Nitrous out, breaks him into Raskas. Good move. And he tags Sandoval. Oh, Ben. Oh, no, you're doing so well. But he isn't the only one as Nitrous hits Anthony Nodes. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Cast is closing rapidly on Cyrus, who is now the leader. Oh, but Nitrous really, I think, about to make a good move. Wow, I think he took it flat there. He really wants that place, and he's got ahead even before the chicane. Oh, but can Bob fight back? He gets a better run. Oh, but the wall's there to stop him. Cyrus leading from Cast. Ah, but he's hit the second swimming pool chicane. Oh, that's giving it to Cast. That's a bitter blow. It's never good to lose a place like that. Speaking of losing a place, here's Sammy making a move on Skoda. This time he has jumped him, but through the second round of pit stops. And Sammy's really put the hammer down now. He loves this track. And Roscoe goes wide, and Sammy takes full advantage. He's right ahead of him now, going into Tabac. He's still keeping with him. Can Roscoe put a counter-attack on? Here we go, another late braking into Raskas. Ah, but he got on the throttle too early. And Sammy on a real charge now. He smells blood, he smells 8th place. Important to note that Edster, who he passed earlier, is not making this sort of progress. He's stuck behind Nitrous, who's trying to unlap at the moment. And Raiden goes too deep. Sammy undercuts it. Side by side, but I think Sammy is, just ahead there. Amazing driving by the Belgian. Well, he may have been a bit inconsistent this year, but Cast takes the win to add to his victory at Macau. And Rossa's been gaining on Saras, but I think he's run out of laps. He takes second from Marussia. I think we can agree this is the real winner from today. He's gained 20 points on Edster this race, so it'll be 5 points ahead. Ben finishes 4th, a good job by the Aussie in the Ferrari. But the battle's not over yet. Sammy got past Bob somewhere. I'm sorry we didn't show that, but here's Nitrous finishing the race. But it's Damage under attack by Sammy. Can he hold him off with only a couple of corners to go? Look how close he is. Actress gained just one more point, I think. Oh look, got a bit of a curbo there coming out anti-nose, but I think Damage takes it. Good result for McLaren, 1st and 6th. Running on board with Mogius now, and I think that's Doofdoof ahead, so Doofdoof is definitely in last place now. Bob takes 8th ahead of Raiden, and I think Roscoe's about to cross it just after them. So 10th place for the Ferrari. Skoda just behind in 11th, and the disappointed Edster takes up 12th. Roy 13th, Mogius 14th, and Doofdoof 15th in last. Now chances are if you're watching this you're an Aussie and you don't feel for Edster. But you've got to agree that's a bitter blow for his title hopes. He's gone from 15 points ahead to 5 points behind Rosa. And understandably he's very frustrated about it, claims he started too far back. But to be fair to Rosa, he did what he needed to do. But it isn't all over yet, there's still one more round to go at Jerez. And his teammate has really raised his game over the last couple of races. You can see Cyrus in 5th there, and Marussia just 8 points behind Lotus. Rosa and Lotus are undoubtedly the favourites, but it could easily go either way. And I hope you can join us again on June 23rd for what promises to be a cracking finale.